Grand Rising, everyone. This is Empress Jennifer here. I believe it's October 29th, 2024. Is it Tuesday? I believe it is. I've been quiet, but the Spirit is speaking to me. I believe it's almost 5 a.m. Let's see. Hopefully my radio don't. Yes, 4:57 a.m. Well, the Spirit is just speaking to me, and I know a lot of people don't like my light. They don't like what comes out of my mouth. And all I can say to that is we were all created by the Creator. And some of us have stayed in the walk of light, life, love, and peace, although we are familiar with war. Now, um, as we know, as it is in fact a fact that the Most High is about family, order, structure. And the family is to till the land, procreate, man, woman, procreate, man, woman, children. Then you till the land, cultivate it to continue to manufacture, to provide natural things, natural living things for you to sustain your life. Spirit is saying, why is there an agenda on sexual change, as if the Most High said He knew us from our mother's womb? Everyone agree to that, I hope? Because there will be none of us without procreation from a man and a woman. So family is very important when it comes to the Creator. All throughout the Bible, it is very important. Now, there is a crisis when it comes to the economy. We have houses that's been here for centuries. And because of C-19, that was a planned pandemic so that a fraud can take place. It is just very hard to believe that we want to put monies on. There's so much sexual perversion till why is it that we have to put things on the forefront? I don't advocate anyone being harmed or hurt, although I don't advocate either for those who falsely identify themselves to another of who they are and what they are. So, not trying to disrespect anyone, and certainly not my creator. But there is a whole crisis in America when it comes to whether you're same sex or you have a original family dynamic when it comes to this economy, all due to greed, lies, scandal, planned torture, and abuse of those who cannot fight against principalities in high places who are constructing doom and gloom for those who are under them. And yet there are candidates for this upcoming election speaking on things to put focus on surgeries, elective surgeries, not what you were born as. Heck, I would like some elective surgeries. I see some things that I might want to fix, not anything to do with sex, but I know that's not of importance as there is a crisis here. There is an imbalance of money flow, money direction, and where and whom can have money to take care of themselves or their family. But yet, we're talking about sexual things when we have a housing crisis, a food crisis, uh, maybe even a water crisis, because some places in the states have tainted water, whether that's by design or not. The water is tainted, but yet we're focused on elective surgery for transgender. And again, I don't have anything against your personal need. I am solely focused on what spirit wants for the people. Why is sexual things coming to the forefront when sex is a very personable thing? But because of pervertedness and callousness of hearts of mankind, meaning both women and men of power, there's a major imbalance of how a child will be shown, taught, to become an adult as per the Creator design. Now, someone 18 or younger cannot vote, but yet they could be in the elementary or middle school or high school and say, I am this or that, and I want surgery. But yet their minds are not equipped per the law to make decisions to vote, but yet they could vote to totally just change their lives without an adult instructing them to wait. Make sure, teach them in the way that they should go, that they shall not depart from the Creator's plan of life. Sexual perversion is not top priority. Keeping whole families together and making sure that they are able to provide for them, where we have food, clean water, not dictatorship, not this a building that's been here for years since C-19, and now the price of it has quadrupled, but it's the same building that was here years ago. And then food has quadrupled when you can grow it, and yet no one can afford it. And then we have the borders open, and they come over here, get hotel stays, get food stamps, get checks, but you have homelessness in the United States of America for people who have lived here all their life. And then we have this election that is a whole distorted thing within itself. Because again, where is the structure of the family? Family and economic focus on how we can get these prices where even if you're LGBTQ or whatever you are, which we shouldn't be talking about what's going on in someone's bedroom anyway, and we should not be harming anyone anyway, no matter what your sexual um, life is. But when we start putting things where people can change their sex, you're starting to mess with the procreation of life. And as we know it, the Creator is about life. All you candidates really need to focus on getting this economy, this way of living correct. We don't need to focus on what goes on in a person's bedroom. That's non and void, because all manner of life is not in that bedroom. But all manner of life need food, water, housing, health care. There's a sickness on the brain when you focus on sexual things or who is laying down with who. It I mean, I don't know. It is insidious. There's a whole problem with food, water, housing. Elective surgery to change someone's sex to something that they want is not fixing the dynamic of a whole crisis of housing, safe neighborhoods, food, clean water, clean food. But yet, when you speak truth, there are some who want to do some ugly things against you, but yet your ugliness is coming out in your conversation on national TV. The Most High does not care what you do well, let me say, he does care, but that's not, no. What are you going to do about this economy? Why is a house that was once 75,000 now 250,000 in some places, but in some cases it's now $500,000, but it's the same house 20 years ago? I mean, really, I I would like some land, some space in between me and my neighbor, and it's a whole house for six, even condos, which is a fancy apartment, going for 300. That don't even make sense to me at all. I mean, people can't afford to stay in their abode. God is about peace. Your abode is supposed to be peace. So you have to have multiple families in one building to survive this economy. But we got elective sexual surgery on the brain. For what? And again, no disrespect to those who are LGBTQ, but please do not disrespect the other side of that, which is I and others who believe in man, woman, make our babies and raise our families. But we don't need to know what you are doing in your bedroom, nor do I advocate you being attacked, but nor should someone who lives that way not disclose, just like a person who has a STD. You should disclose who you are. If you dress like a woman but yet you're a man and you do not disclose who you are, and in the past some have even become murdered behind that very thing because you are concealing who you are. So that needs to stop. If you want to be out there, then when you're in your dating sector, then let that person know who you are so they can make a sound decision whether they want to entertain or walk away from you. There's a bigger crisis at hand. I am homeless, but yet immigrants are coming over here getting things that should be handed out to the descendants. There's still an imbalance. There's still no justice behind certain things that have happened in past. but yet their descendants are still here struggling. And there's nobody talking about it, but everybody is doing everything to just shun out what we call the Black America. Why is that? Why won't you address what is needed instead of sex? Um, Putting one ethnicity over another. We were all created by the Creator. This is His, this is its earth for us to till and cultivate. But yet, there's wars between us because of our ethnicity, but yet still the Afro or Black person is still being pushed back as if we're not human or deserve to be here. And yet, my family, as I knew it, have elected because of hate to try to get rid of me because of greed. Greed, sex. Greed and sex are two very powerful things that corrupt a whole nation of people. Because people are laying down with one another, making deals, your heart and your mind has become twisted where you do not see that the Most High is going to bring justice. Justice is going to happen, and balance is going to happen for those who want and are crying out and praying for balance to be restored on the earth. Now, if we are to live in, if we are to have that Bible, the Bible as an instructor, churches and government. The church need to really, the pastors need to really get into the book and tell us what's really going on. Don't skip over passages, read the whole book and overstand what is going on here. But because the government is giving churches some money, they stay out of politics, but yet you go vote, but you can't speak on things because you're getting finance to be quiet and to allow things that the Creator do not approve of. Interesting. I vote for God's plan to come forth on the earth in His creation. I am the Lord's property and I speak on behalf of source agenda. There is a bigger problem on the earth that needs to be solved. Mankind must have some type of peace for there to be balance. And to have to be in an abode, your abode, with several people with several different personalities and still cannot really make ends meet, that is a major problem. So there's no peace in mankind, so it's just chaos everywhere. And all we could do is send out plagues and messages of something to do with sex. Politicians, we need our economy fixed. Please. The elitists behind the scenes, we need the economy fixed. Just like the story of Nineveh, Jonah going there to tell them about their corruption. The Creator is here. He sees. He knows. He's asking you to fix what is broken. Straighten what is crooked. Or source wrath is coming. And as far as this election, let's talk about things that matter to all people. For the good of all people. And that goes for any candidate. What is good for all people? Stop being greedy, coveting things that belong to someone else, but you won't give it to the rightful owner. And then have the audacity to have sexual perversion dictate how you address things or matters on this earth due to whatever you're doing behind the scenes. Matters of the heart is not in between the legs.